You're like, Dad, come on, I'm mature now. So I'm from Arundel, Maine, which is in the southern part of Maine. My parents are both from Maine, so we would be known as Mainers. I have one brother who is a junior in high school right now, so we have a 7-year age difference. One adjective I would use to describe myself, I think, would be happy, because I'm usually pretty happy. I'm usually singing or dancing or smiling, sometimes a little crazy, but yeah, I think that I try to have a pretty positive outlook on things. Just like anyone else, I can be grumpy or have a down day, but I try to really be reflective on what's going wrong or not well for me and how I can change it so that I can be happy again. So moving to Korea was definitely a tipping point in my life for me. Like I said, I grew up in Maine. I never lived anywhere but Maine. I had never even been outside of the United States until I was 21. I got my passport when I was 21. And so when I got on my flight to Korea, that was my first time having ever been on an airplane for more than just a couple hours. First international flight. I thought that I was like going to explode on the airplane. Like, you know, as you probably can, most people can imagine, like the 14-hour flight, like, whoa. And so then I finally got here, I flew into the Daegu airport, and Mr. and Mrs. Odom were there, and like Mr. Odom comes in for a big hug. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been sitting on an airplane forever, what's going on? So tired. And I'll never forget like riding in this DIS van down through like Egiopolis and him pointing things out and just seeing all of the signs in Korean and not having any idea what they mean, and they're all bright and flashing. I think that's when I realized, like, whoa, you're getting yourself into something pretty different. I guess a hobby that I have that I probably couldn't live without would be reading, and I know that that's a geeky teacher answer, but it's true. I can remember learning how to read and thinking that that was so cool. Most recently, I read the Hunger Games series for the first time, and you know, I'm an adult now, so it's kind of weird, but I am obsessed with it. I, for like a couple weeks ago, thought that I was in the Hunger Games, where I went to Seoraksong National Park and I was pretending I was Katniss Everdeen. Maybe not really, but a little. Yeah. Yoo-hoo! Oh, do you have Korean studies?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. At least you didn't have to go, right?
Yeah.